Tuning into the Where Eagles Dare podcast here on YouTube Live, Facebook, and Twitch. Welcome to a fun, well, we hope is going to be a fun Saturday night, at least for me, if things go well in this draft. Trying to get this mic set up. Just to a fun night. We normally just talk about the Eagles on the Where Eagles Dare podcast, but this evening we thought it'd be fun if we just live streamed our draft with everyone out there and some of our regular viewers and everything, just to have a good time. So with me is Tubby as usual, and with us as well is one of the members of our fantasy league. This is Donnie, and he is all the way from where, in Japan?
Correct. Yeah, Okinawa.
Okinawa. All right. So Tubby and Donnie go way back. So now you guys can exchange your pleasantries. We were doing
man. Danny. Yeah, we call him Rod. I call him Rod.
Okay.
I met Rod, man, on a cruise. We have a mutual friend, man. We become cool over the years as well too, man. But we have a mutual friend, Mello, who's also in the league, as well too. We were in the Bahamas for his wedding, and that's how we linked up, man. And we've been chopping it up ever since. A lot in common with the sports and fantasy and gambling, other things like that, So yeah, man. What up, man? I'm glad you can make it come on, man. Joe was supposed to come on as well too, but we still have a half hour, so he may jump on whenever. So yeah, man. It was just Greg mentioned it, Lee mentioned it, and thought it'd be a good idea to just jump on here and kind of commentate the draft as we go along. So whatever, what I'm saying? If we could have got more guys on here, cool. Even if they're in the chat, Facebook or wherever, they could be in the chat too, man. It should be fun. So should be a good one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
our league's pretty competitive.
It is. We've been in it for about 6 years now, so I've not won yet. So it is definitely competitive. I'm hoping to change things this year.
Yeah, man.
I think Bird, you posted last year, man. Like this is the fifth consecutive year it's been a different person.
Yeah. No repeat champs.
Right.
Zero. I mean, Outcast has been in the championship about 3 times. He beat me 1 year in the championship. That's his chip, but he was in the championship about 3 years in a row. I think then my brother beat him the next year. So it's crazy, man. So besides Outcast, like consistently being in the championship, man, this has been a super competitive league. And speaking of this league, man, I can't go forward more unless I say, RIP to William Irby. We lost a member in this league last year, really close friend. Greg and I definitely know him personally from England. So yeah, man. And now we have what's his name? Esco. Now we have Esco back in the league. Esco was the original member of the league. So now he's back in the league. But RIP Herb, man. When we do get a trophy, we probably gonna have to name it the Irby or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. So it's a bittersweet start to the season, man, with the shuffling of the managers, the new manager. So coming in, I was like, man, it's crazy not seeing them on there, listed on there. It's so weird, man. So yeah, man, but it's a little bittersweet, but our league is competitive, man, and you don't know how we set it up. A little rundown, we pay out first, second, and third, and we have a weekly high score payout. And I think that weekly payout is what keeps everybody setting your lineups every week, because you could be out of the playoffs and still win 4 weeks and still get your money back for the year. So it's always time to make money. Every week you have a chance to make money, man. So yes, sir.
Now
we got here, man.
We got players from all over the globe. So we got a player here in Okinawa. Is there anybody else in the Pacific part of off the Pacific Ocean, Japan, Korea, anywhere besides Danny?
Yeah, you got Mello who's in Guam.
Okay.
So that was the mutual friend of our Bird and ours. So yeah, I think he's an hour ahead, maybe an hour ahead or an hour behind. But he actually missed the draft last year.
That's crazy.
Oh,
man.
Auto drafts suck.
That's excellent too.
So we got 24 minutes till ours start. So I've actually got my live stream. I'm going to show up on the screen while we're drafting. How many people do we have in Europe too? Because we have some people in that time zone as well, right?
I'm not sure if Will over there. You probably know better than me, right? You know.
Yeah, I mean, the only person I really know is you, Esco, and Mello. All the other guys are just, display names that I've recognized over the years.
You. But I thought Will, Will. I thought Will was over in Germany or something like that.
Yeah. No, he's actually back in the States, man. He's in
okay.
Arkansas. Yeah.
Oh, Arkansas. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, that's a big change.
Well, before we get into the draft, we're just going to talk a little bit about what's going on with the Eagles this week, since we had our last podcast, and that is the team captains were announced, which is no big surprise here. Who our team captains are for this year? It is our solid players at every position. But we do have Jalen Hurts is now as one of the captains for the offense. We've got Jason Kelsey, Lane Johnson, and then Jake Elliott as far as special teams, Darius Slay, Fletcher Cox, and Brandon Graham. No surprises on this list, but these are solid leaders going into this season. So we'll see how things go. We got some leadership. I saw a really cool thing. Speaking of leadership, I saw a really cool thing with Ed Reed when he was doing the Hall of Fame interviews, and he was talking about guys in the locker room not picking up after themselves and how they would leave trash. They'd cut their bandages off. They'd leave their dirty towels everywhere. And Ed Reed would just lose it because they had people that, like, if you're military or volunteer fireman, you've done the volunteer work at these stadiums, and these who were coming in to clean up the locker rooms for these guys. And Ed Reed said, "I am embarrassed that I share a locker room with these guys, and this is how they behave." So he would get on them. He was like, the trash cans right here, the towel bins right there. And he said at first he got some flack, and he said, "No, you don't understand. It's the little things like this that keep us from winning a championship." And it all starts with that kind of leadership. And he goes, sure enough, as soon as these guys started picking up after themselves, as soon as they started making a concerted effort to care about their environment inside the locker room, it translated to the field. And he told him, he said, when he saw them do it, he said the year they won the Super Bowl, he was like, I looked around and saw the whole locker room had been cleaned up, and everybody cleaned up after themselves after a preseason game. He said, you know what? Yeah, we're going all the way, and we're going to win the championship this year. And sure enough, they did. So we're hoping with our team captains that we get that kind of representation, that they, the leadership is so key. Like when we had Brian Dawkins in, and how much success we had under him. We want those guys like Kelsey. Kelsey's always been a leader on the team. It's going to be sad when he decides to hang it up, but these are the guys we gotta put the team on their backs and ride them all the way to championship. How you feel about the captains there, Tubby?
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, it is what it is, man. Do you know the Jalen Hurts not surprise me? You're always a good leader. But yeah, those defensive guys, for sure. If you want to bring the captains back up, flip me real quick.
Definitely. Let me go back one.
We did get Sermon as well too.
We're gonna talk about
the Jake Elliott piece. I mean, Slay. I mean, these is all top guys. I'm not surprised by anybody on this list. Not a single person. Not a single one. I expect LJ, definitely to be a captain for sure. Along the line with Kelsey, Fletcher Cox, Graham, Elliott, Slay, man. That's easy money, right there. And your kicker is big time when he's captain of the special teams. But
he's been solid for us.
This is solid. That's a solid squad. And just speaking of one of our old captains, you see Peters is trying out for them Cowboys. See, I thought
he had signed them, but pending the physical. Yeah, that's I talked to a
He's
friend of mine about it the other
physical day. For the Cowboys, bro. Mm-hmm. Wow. Why they can't ever just leave the division? It's like they have to just Donovan McNabb, Deshaun Jackson. It's like Carson Wentz is back. It's like what is so attractive, intoxicating about the NFC East? Whereas like if you leave the Eagles, you have to stay around. But we almost never, besides Murray, we rarely get Cowboys. Remember we picked up Murray.
DeMarco Murray was the significant one.
Yeah. Other than that, we never get Cowboys. Almost never. I mean, we did get
Yeah,
Bradbury, but you know what I'm saying? That Cowboys movement, it seems like people just love going to Washington or going to the Cowboys after they leave that Eagles locker room, man. Come on now.
I think with Peters, I just don't think he wants to hang it up. It's like if the Eagles would have kept signing him, he'd still be playing for the Eagles right now. The Eagles just saw that his talent had degraded to a point where he was getting all the holding calls. He was injured for 75% of the year because he's so big and his knees are just dead. I can imagine what this is going to be like for this guy when he does hang it up. He'll probably have to be on a rascal the rest of his life, just going into Walmart, just cruising around. He's going to be like that like those guys, like a 500-pound life or something, because he's huge for an offensive lineman. So yeah, I told my friend who's a Cowboys fan, I said, good luck with that. I know they need him. That's the thing, is that Cowboys have got, they lost Lyle Collins. They got so much any injuries on their line right now that they need something. And he did play 15 games for the Bears last year. So he was able to play last year. So they're willing to give him a shot. And whatever. I love Jason Peters as a player, but I'm so much happier right now with Jordan Mailata at that spot. I mean, because he's younger and he's quicker and he's bigger, and it's just gonna benefit us. So thank for what he did, but now you go off and play with the Cowboys. That's fine. You do what you got to do. One of the other things that happened this week that was really significant was the signing of running back Trey Sermon from the 49ers. The Eagles claimed him off of waivers. Now, on the surface, this is kind of like, okay, well, we talked about it, a few days ago about how the Eagles don't really have a bruising back or somebody that they can put in there for third down. And this is just a nice flyer. And one of the things that people don't realize on the surface that this is more significant is that Trey Sermon and Jalen Hurts go back to the Oklahoma days. That was his running back in Oklahoma. And if you notice a pattern with the Eagles right now this season is they are loading people, putting people on the offense that Jalen is comfortable with. They got Devontae Smith in there for him. Now they got A.J. Brown in there for him, which is just a lot of chemistry. So then they bring in Sermon, somebody that I'm sure that he whispered in somebody's ears when Sermon hit the waiver wire to say, hey, this guy's out there. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they picked him up for Jalen, or that he asked that Jalen come to the team. So I think
we needed a bigger back anyway. Remember, we was talking earlier. We had Miles Sanders, we had Bart Scott, but we needed that power back. Somebody that can a bruiser, kind of what Jordan Howard did for us last year. But what's up, Danny boy? You picking up Mariota first? That's your quarterback off the list. You like them Falcons, right? You them Dirty Birds, right?
Hey man, I have all the faith in the flying Hawaiian, man. Y'all don't?
Yeah, man. How you feel about the Falcons this year?
Man, just rebuilding. I'm calling that right now, man. Just another rebuilding year. I mean, our receiver core is depleted. We drafted Drake London, but he's injured, right? He's questionable already.
Already for week 1?
Yeah, yep. Already.
Wow.
Our running back committee, I mean, I don't know if you call Cordell Patterson a RB1, but
he's a Swiss Army knife for y'all.
He is, man. He is.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, you got some work to do. It's with Ryan gone, that's kind of the last guy to leave, turn the lights out before you go, and you got to start from scratch, kind of. You like London's a good start, but you've got a ways to build. Yeah. I don't think Mariota's going to get you there, but he's a stopgap. He's clearly a stopgap until you can draft somebody that you can build a franchise around. So happier days will come when you get that top 5 draft pick and you got a good draft coming up. We'll see.
I wanted Drake London. If you watch, we did our pre-draft show. He was high on my list. I liked him out of SC. So when y'all picked him up way early, because London wasn't really set to really go that high. I think he was a surprise pick to go that high. People had him a little later in the draft. I know a lot of people like Chris Olave, and people were high on him. I still think one of the biggest steals of the draft is Pickens, man. And he went to the Steelers. Beast for Georgia. Your boy Pickens, man. Am I saying his name right? Right?
Yeah.
He's
Pickens,
a
yep.
beast, man. He's an absolute beast, man. And I thought we should have picked him up too. I think he fell to the second round to y'all, the Steelers, or did y'all pick him up first round? Right? Can you hear me, right? You may not be able to hear me. Mic check. Let me see.
I can hear his mic a little bit. He's froze a little bit. It could be the.
But you can hear me, right? You can hear me just fine, right?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah, I can't remember when where he went in the draft, but he's he's on the radar for a lot of people as far as having a really good season.
Oh, he's back now. He's back now.
Yep. All right, so we've got Connor LaRose in here. Is he in our league?
No, he's not in there. You want to bring that comment up?
Okay, cool. Yeah, I can bring it up. It's here's the comment we've got. A little question to the group. Would you trade Elijah Mitchell and AJ Dillon for Barkley? I have Swift, Penny, and Damian Pierce. Might also be able to get James Robinson with Barkley. 12-man PPR.
Elijah Mitchell, AJ Dillon for Barkley.
Well, yeah. So right now he has Swift, Penny, and Damian Pierce. And Damian Pierce is a really big sleeper this year. So
he is for Houston, eh?
Right. So, like I said, trading Mitchell and AJ Dillon for Saquon is, I would say, with what he has at running back right now, because DeAndre Swift is kind of, you don't know what the Lions are going to have until the season starts, but he's going to be trading or sharing carries with Jamal Williams. So it's not a bad flyer. I think Saquon is going to be most of the Giants' offense this year. If they're going to have anything, it's going to come from Saquon.
Yeah, man, I agree.
So I would say probably pull the trigger on that. That'd probably be a good idea. So it's 12 minutes till our draft. And so we're who's everybody's number one target now? See, I'm drafting third. Donnie, where are you drafting?
Fifth.
Okay. So that'll be good, right behind me. And then I'm gonna have to make sure you don't vulture any of my picks coming back through. And we know that Lord,
yeah, man. So just to familiarize with anybody who's not familiar with our draft, we have Outcast going first. He's then Melo's team. You got Ertz when I P. Okay, yeah, that's right. I forgot. You can bring it right up.
Yep,
right, I'll bring it up. I got a nice little big board going on right here. I feel good. It's probably the most comfortable I felt for any draft right here. Yeah, man. I mean, because you do it on your phone, you try to do a little research. It's tough. So you almost need a desktop to really be serious about your draft. But you want to do some research.
I'm going old school. I got pen and paper right now. So, but 11. You got to do what you got to do. I made one page like cheat sheet so that I'm not sitting there. My biggest thing in a draft is that I'll have 15 pages of stuff and I'm just flipping through it and then trying to mark off my targets, and I end up losing track of everything so quickly. So this year I'm going with the one-page cheat sheet. Just putting stars by those sleepers and by those players that I'm really targeting, and I'm not going to say who they are because y'all are listening, and then see what happens when we get through it. So I'll be able to do that. But yeah, you look at our draft board right now. We got Outcast is going number 1, and then Mello 2, and then Ertz when IP that's my team. I'm going third. We got Bruce Bird now just in the chat showing up. Oh, and is he not in the? Does he need an email to join the stream? If he wants to join the stream, Bruce, if you want to join the stream, just send me an email address in the chat, and or you can send it
get on live. I told him just jump in the chat too, just as long as they watch.
Oh, yeah, he can just jump in the chat. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine if you don't want to come on.
Yep.
That's good.
10 minutes to go. We got then after that we got Marine Raiders, and then Danny with the White Rhinos, then Sleepy Joe is 6th, Gustavo's Rad Team 7, Wilmo's World 8, Lord Vader, which is Tubby, and then A-Will. As last year's champion was A-Will, right?
Correct.
So start drafting last. Good. That's how it should be. You didn't do that on purpose, did you? You didn't do that on purpose, did you?
Nah, man. It's just the crazy thing is Outcast. When I told him he had the number 1 pick, the first thing he said, I had last pick last year. So I wonder if this, they just keeping it up with us. Yeah, I don't know, man. I like my spot. So Rod, how you feel about your position at 5, man?
It's the same spot I had last year.
Yeah.
But nah, I like the middle of the pack. You know, you probably get the middle level of talent between each of the positions. So I like it, man. I got no complaints.
You know, before I thought having the number 1 pick was cool until I had the number 1 pick, because picking up Christian McCaffrey is so much pressure to pick up Christian McCaffrey. It's like almost, it's just too much, because it's like you're gonna have that FOMO. If you don't pick up Christian McCaffrey, you're gonna have FOMO, especially when he's getting 25, 30, 25, 30, 25. I mean, just every other week, same thing. You know, Baker is going to get him the ball. They just gave Baker full freedom now out there in Carolina, especially with Darnold going to the IR. So it's just like, psst. And I think their other rookie got hurt, Matt Carroll. So he's the only guy out there. And you know, McCaffrey is going to get 20 plus touches a game, easy, 30 touches a game. He may have 20 carries and 10 catches, 15 targets. But yeah, man, there's a lot of pressure to have him. So having the 9th pick where I'm at, man, I kind of like it because I get 2 picks back to back. Then it's going to be a while, though. But at least I can get 2 top 12 picks, you know. So it's like, all right, I'll take that. Versus if I'm number 1 pick, I get 2 top 20 picks. And if that one don't carry a lot of weight, it's a lot of good guys in between there, man. So that's what makes the snake draft good, man. Goes up, down. So I'm good with it, man. What about you, Lee? 3rd pick?
You know what? I'm so used to drafting near the back of the pack. I'm hoping that this is luck. I'm one of the first years I've not been in like 4 leagues, for crying out loud, trying to keep track. I had one league that I was in for quite a long time. It just kind of disbanded 2 years ago, and then I was just in this one and an ESPN league, and that one folded. This is the first year without it, so I didn't go out looking for another league this year. So this is getting my sole attention. So I'm hoping that being 3rd will give me a kind of an inside shot. If you look at the rankings right now, it's of course got Jonathan Taylor projected to be the number 1 pick overall, and then Christian McCaffrey right after him. Then it's got Justin Jefferson as the X-ranked 3rd. If you go into running backs, though, it's got Austin Eckler and then Dalvin Cook and then Derrick Henry. That's the big thing for me. Is I shouldn't say this out loud, but I'm going to go running back first. And so it's like after Taylor and McCaffrey come off the board, do I take Eckler, Cook, or Henry? For me, if I'm looking at this list, it's between Eckler and Cook. I'm worried about Henry's production in Tennessee, where they're at right now. And so the fact that he's really going to be the sole focus, I just worry about that. So, and I also worry about his age. He's 27, which is old for a running back. So do I go with Eckler because he's going to be receiving, getting receiving yards and be able to get catches and get extra points that way, or worry about the Dalvin Cook just being a steady workhorse for the Vikings? So I will make that decision in 5 minutes or so when we go live. I have no idea between the two who I'm going to take, but it's going to be a running back.
Dang, even Joe not in the draft. Let me go.
Are you looking to see who's out there? Oh, okay.
I was just looking at the
in the chat.
Yeah, just in the lobby, the draft lobby, and there's not a lot of.
So Danny's already got a handicap, which is really cool because he's got the baby, which is going to affect his focus.
I'm going to go drop her off right now so I can focus. See you in a bit.
Yeah. Let me see who's
I was like, keep the baby. Anything that'll give me an advantage, I'm good with. Let's do that. So are you at number 9 while you're looking at things up? Ponder this. Who do you hope is still on the board at number 9?
Almost anybody.
Not everybody's listening, so
no. It's all good. I'm not even tripping off of that. Yeah. Almost, I think the first 2 picks, you can't stop me either way. Like, I'm comfortable with anybody in that top 12. I'm getting 2 top 12 picks, man. I'm comfortable with anybody, honestly. Yeah, I'm not even going to stress over it. I'll take any of those guys. that is even listed on the projections for the top 10 right there, even all the way down to, even Alvin Kamara. You see, he's down there like 17. Some leagues I see even dropping to like third. You feel me? So I don't know, man.
Yeah, you have to really look. I mean, you have to really look and then do like if you're going running backs, you've just got to sort it by running backs so that you can just look at the whole list. Because to me, I would rank Kamara above DeAndre Swift in my estimation as far as my value. So you got to skip around and see who fits you. I mean, would you really take Najee Harris over Saquon Barkley if it were you, Tubby?
Yes, I would, man. Najee looks real good. He looks real good. He's big. He's a big back. But if I have a chance to get them both, I'll snatch them both up. Because I'll snatch them both up. If they're both on there, I'll go back to back Saquon, Najee. I don't care. Hey, only one person they're not going to go in the top 10. So unless Will stops me from picking up one of those two, they'll probably be there. I don't know. But that's if I want to go running back. I may want to go running back wide receiver. You see some leagues. You see the commercial with Derrick Henry where it's called the like the no running back leagues or no running back drafts. And he's sitting there like, you're not drafting any running backs, like trying to punk the dude. He's like, no, man, I'll draft you, Derrick. So yeah, man, let's do this.
I just realized this thing's trying to bring up ads right in the middle of the dang draft. That sucks. Better not do that when it's my pick. But that freaked me out. I'm like, what's it doing? Then it started playing a commercial. I'm just glad You didn't pay for airtime on the Where Eagles Dare podcast. You can't be showing commercials on my podcast. What's that? You got to pay me. So, all right, we got 2 minutes left. I feel like we're counting down to the New Year's Rockin' Eve. So it's getting a little bit tense. We got 2 minutes before this thing starts. What's the time limit between the picks there, Tubby? Because
I believe it's 60 seconds.
And then is that for the whole draft, or is that for the first few rounds, and does it go down?
So my understanding is just consistent 60 seconds per pick.
Whew, 60 seconds, man.
Yeah,
this is just where you've got to make your decision. Because I've had ones where it's you get 90 seconds to the first like 3-4 rounds, and then it goes down. But whew, yeah, 60 seconds is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fast and furious. So this is gonna be a blast. I think one of the last times I drafted it was 3 or 4 years ago. We were out and about. I had a commitment and I was doing it all on my phone. And man, I was so stressful because when you're out trying to do this, you either just auto draft or forget about it and then you got to worry about the connection because you're on your cell and you just don't. It's just a mess. You want to talk about stress and anxiety? Be out and about trying to do a fantasy draft on your phone. That's the freaking pinnacle of that.
Yo, quick story.
It's perfect on a Saturday night, 7 o'clock.
About to start
so thanks for everybody. Minute. Yeah, go ahead.
I was doing speaking of fantasy drafts, I was doing it. I never forget, man. Me and the wife, we were stationed Lake and Heath. We went to, I don't know what made us do it, but we went to Paris that week and with my fantasy draft. And I'm sitting there with this terrible signal in Paris by the Eiffel Tower trying to draft, man, right at a little cafe. So I was stressed, and I didn't do well that year either. So you definitely want to pay attention.
What I'm talking about. It's vicious.
You get bad reception and it just jumps in like auto picks. Let's do this. Let's do this.
You got your phone locks up, and then when it unlocks, you've all of a sudden picked a kicker in the 3rd round. So yeah, it's very tense. 10 seconds. Here we go. But thanks for everybody for joining us. That's in the stream. Enjoy the draft. 3 seconds. Here we go. First pick. Go cast 2 picks until me. See what happens. All right, counting down. It's got to go Taylor. I mean, yeah, gone. Boom. McCaffrey's next up.
Outcast
team. Is he going to go McCaffrey or someone else? 47. Because this makes a big difference on who I pick. He went McCaffrey. All right, so that made sense. So now for me, 53 seconds between Dalvin Cook and Austin Eckler. I'm going to go ahead and take Dalvin Cook.
Mel went with Christian McCaffrey. Okay. Alvin
yep.
Cook. Wow, that's a wow.
I had to.
Wow.
I had to.
Wow.
It was either that or Eckler. I had to do what I got to do.
Man.
Got to go Cook. I
Alvin
trust
Cook with the third pick. What catalogs did you subscribe to, man, that told you to pick up Dalvin Cook with the third
I'm
pick?
telling you, my gut.
Cooper Kupp
My
off the
gut
board
catalog.
first. I told you the No Running Backs League has started. Marine Raider picks up Cooper Kupp. Mr. All he does is catch passes. I mean, it's the Cooper Kupp Triple Crown himself last year. Man, here we go. Just like that. It's on me. Here we
go. All right. I need to see.
Najee Harris. See, there he goes. Boom. I didn't even think he was going to go in the top 10.
Yep. All right. Why is mine not showing the? Yeah, there we go.
Nah, bro, you're right, man.
All right.
All he does is catch passes.
Derrick Henry's going.
My turn to draft. Oh, he picked up Henry. I was going to get Henry.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Oh, dear. All right. Well, if you're going to do it, you got to get right. And there goes C.
There you go. All right. It'll be Saquon Barkley's off the board. To Lord Vader, to Tubby. That's his first pick.
Yeah, man.
It's going fast and furious.
Yeah, man.
All right, we're waiting 40 seconds. So the last pick of the first round. A lot of good
players
players on the board.
Draft.
Joe Mixon with the Pizzic. Okay.
Joe
now
Mixon,
in the perfect world, I would have picked up Alvin.
Look at all those running backs. So you said no running back league, and then he grabbed Diggs at the second pick. So there you go.
Perfect world, I would have picked up Alvin Kamara, but man, I just can't let Devontae Adams just sit out there like he wasn't that thing last year. like he wasn't that thing last year. I was gonna get Alvin Kamara too, man. That's in the perfect world, but I think he may be
Kamara's gone.
So I'm not sure, but whoa, I got 14 picks.
All right, Jamar Chase off the board. I know it's going quick.
Yeah, you was wearing about 60 seconds. Look, our draft is pretty quick most of the time.
I know. I agree. It's me. I can't decide half of the things I want at the grocery store. So 60 seconds to decide on a fantasy league it's just me. It's not you. It's me.
Come on, Sleepy Joe.
I get indecisive and then pick up Dalvin Cook right off the bat. So
yeah.
But no, I don't regret that at all. That was out of those three players, he's the one that I think that he's the workhorse. I got to worry about him. So,
you know, the irony
what happens next
is you see it's taking Sleepy Joe a little while to get his pick right. I had it set originally to 90 seconds, and he cussed me out about it. 90 seconds per pick. And look, he needed all.
He took DeAndre Swift. Took DeAndre Swift. All right,
off the board.
Back to you. It is Danny's pick.
Oh man.
Yeah, you got 48 seconds. Someone saved Henry for you. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I just.
It is my turn. So who just went off the board? All right, so
Leonard Fournette
after
with the 17th pick.
So Danny took Tyreek Hill. Interesting. All right,
Tyreek Hill.
Thinking.
What round is Kelsey going in?
Oh, he'll go in this round for sure. He won't make it back to me. I know that Will. Not gonna let him get back to me for sure. Ooh, 18th pick, Aaron Jones. Hurts when I pee. Yeah, that's how you feel about Aaron Jones?
Yeah, I gotta go running back in. He's, to me, it was between the two. It was between Aaron Jones and Javonte Williams. I like Javonte Williams, but I'm going to go with Aaron Jones.
He would have never. I mean, I was surprised
Over
Hill dropped
to-
that low. Yeah, Bruce Bird will cue himself with the damn. I was hoping for Hill in the third. Yeah, man, it's going to be tough, man, to get Hill to come back to you. I think the only reason why he was probably still on the board at that time was because of who his quarterback is, and they're not really sure how that's working out down here.
Yeah.
If he was in Kansas City, he would have been off the board.
So we got AJ Brown already off the board. First Eagle
Ooh,
to Melo's team.
Hello with the
And then there goes
fade.
Javonte Williams right after that. Right after that, Javonte Williams coming back around.
Javonte Williams is a good back, man. We went to the Eagles-Broncos game last year, man. He was splitting carries with I forgot his name off the top of my head, but you can see him just inching closer as the better back out there.
Right.
You got the guy that was from the Chargers before. I don't know why his name is escaping me, but Javonte Williams is a good back. Real power back too. Strong. Michael Pittman Jr.
Right.
with the
Hey, that's
21st
not a bad
pick.
pick.
Outcast.
Matt
goes
Ryan
back to
coming
back.
in there.
Yeah.
with,
You know, Matt Ryan's definitely not running the ball, so it's definitely
Yep.
definitely getting out of there for sure. Pittman is a hell of a target, man.
Yep.
He should have had bigger numbers last year if it wasn't for Wentz underthrowing him a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there goes CD Lamb off the
CD
board.
Lamb, I was waiting for it. CD Lamb. Okay.
Yep.
I guess with the departure of man, I can't think of anybody right now. What's his name? Amari Cooper. I guess CD Lamb numbers can only go up, basically. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's a good pickup. Y'all better not let Kelsey come back to me. I better not let it. Damn, I can't even. Damn, Debo's still on the board. Interesting.
Yeah, had to
That's a
get
good
Debo.
pick. That's
the
a good pickup.
best player I could have
That's a good pickup there, Lee, for sure.
Yeah, had to go for it. So Debo comes off the board to me. So now I got my two running backs and my wide receiver. Not too bad. All right, Connor's off the board. Another run back down to Marine Raiders. Back over to Danny.
Come on, just let Kelsey fall to me. Come on, guys. Let him fall. Let him fall.
There we go.
He's gone, bro. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
Oh, man.
That just ruined the whole thing. You're not supposed to say that out loud. That's an inside.
Oh, man. I hope
that's an internal monologue.
I hope he gets arthritis in his finger.
He was.
Man, that could be.
Well,
that could be the difference in the game, though, man. You know, the tight end position.
Nah, for sure, man. Speaking of that, Hutchinson, I remember Lee had Hutchinson last year. He was killing it, man. And he was a real solid tight end.
You mean Hawkinson?
Hawkinson, my bad. They drafted Hutchinson.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, it was a good, decent year. I had a pretty decent year last year. I just need a few things to roll away.
QB, the first QB.
Mr.
QB,
Sleepy.
Josh Allen, Buffalo to the third round. Interesting. And then Chubb goes right afterwards to Gustavo's rad team.
Nah, that's a good pick. I mean, Chubb is always a fantastic pickup, man.
Yeah, if he's still on the board, you got to go. There goes another tight end, Mark Andrews, Baltimore, solid.
Oh, man, I was just going to get him. I was just going to get him.
You're second on your list, huh?
Yeah, that sucks, man. It kind of threw me off my game. That's what we was talking about before in our pod. And it was like right before you're trying to get a player, boom, they pop off the board.
Vulture in the picks, man. Like they read your mind. Or you tell them exactly who you want to pick, and then they just take them away from you. So Mark Andrews off the board. It's over to Tubby. He's got 23 seconds left to pick this.
Yeah.
Who's he going to go with?
I am going to just...
Now it's through his Threw him completely off because he was thinking tight end. He had to go.
Oh, solid.
See, that's your backup tight end now. So you had to go to it. I get it. All right, coming back around
I had
again.
to get him at
Just
this
had
point.
Keenan Allen go
It's
to
not a lot
A-Will.
of. I mean, I could have got Waller, but there's no telling. Got Kittle out there too. Probably should have picked up Kittle, but I like Kyle Pitts, man.
Bruce thinks that he's going Mahomes.
No, not yet. No.
Not yet. Yeah,
No. Silly.
A-Will had his first pick loaded up. He had his first pick loaded up with Keenan Allen, and now he's waiting on the second one, 20 seconds. And there goes Darren Waller, another tight end off the board. They're trying to force my hand on the tight end. There goes Mahomes.
Every year. I'm never not getting Mr. Patty.
Who
Mr.
predicted
Patty
it?
himself.
Your own brother predicted it.
You
Your
know,
own brother.
I'm going every year. I've had Patrick Mahomes since he first started. Like every year, I've had Patrick Mahomes. Every year. So I'm a ride and die with him, man. I got to pick him up at this point.
I get it.
Yeah. Because I was going to go Zeke, but then I'm like, man, I'm not rooting for no damn Cowboys. I don't, not even slightly. That's the only problem with picking up Zeke is that I have to slightly root for the Cowboys. I don't even want to slightly root for the Cowboys. Like, no, man, no.
I hear you.
Oh, man, my tight end got snatched right
It did.
from me. Oh, all good, though.
I couldn't let you get that Mahomes and Kelsey combo, man. Come on.
That's exactly where I was going to go. I was going to go to Mahomes back to back, boom, boom. That was my setup. That was my alley-oop for this year. So, but hey, I think Pitts will have a year. I'm not tripping. Oh, you on the clock? Okay.
I'm going to drive this McLaurin. You know what I'm saying? Let me drive him real quick.
Ooh. Okay. You think he gonna have something with old Carson? I mean, McLaurin is kind of like that Greg Ward type of receiver. And Carson Wentz had a good rapport with old short Greg Ward, man. Just those real quick receivers, man. So I'll tell him what's going on there.
ATN is gone. McLaurin next. I've got my eye on a couple of players. So
I didn't know which way to go on Travis Etienne, man. I was going to pick him up, him or Zeke. And I don't know. Kyle Pitts just jumped at me. I needed a tight end that I can kind of just play every week and hope for the best.
Yeah.
They're hard to come by, man. They're hard to come
Yeah.
by, man. There's probably like 5 or 6 good tight ends that really get
Right.
a lot of burned, and everything else is like, good luck.
Hey, fun fact about Kyle Pitts.
all right, over to me.
1 touchdown last year.
Yeah. Rookie season, yeah. Like I said, Kittle probably better pick up than Kyle Pitts, but hey, you never know. He has the talent. How about that?
It was a tough one. Letting it go down to the wire.
All right. Go ahead and pick up that tight end, man. Go ahead.
No, I'm not ready for that. This is tough because he's got the same bye week, and I don't like that. But I got to pick him.
Oh,
Sutton. I think a lot of them Denver receivers are going to have a good year this year.
Exactly. And the problem is that I got Debo with the
Hanson.
same bye week, and normally I can't do it. Normally I can't do that, but the same bye week, I just got to take him for value. There's nothing I can do about it. So Mike Williams goes right after that. That's who I was trying to choose between, was Mike Williams or Cortland Sutton. So
Yeah.
I just had to go with Russell going into Denver. That's gonna be his guy. So we'll see how it goes. He was high on my board. T. Higgins is gone. There goes Josh Jacobs.
let's go, Julio Jones. Let's go.
We got 2 picks back. We got right now. We got Josh Jacobs was the last pick to Outcast. He's picking again. He has the first pick overall. Mike Williams went, then back to Mello, and then back to me again.
40th pick, Josh Jacobs. But you can see that on there too. Man.
Yeah.
Crazy. You got guys like Waddle out there, Juju's. No telling, man. Juju can have a monster year out there. Or what's the other dude? Sky. That rookie they picked up.
Juju's off the board now.
Oh, bonus shit. Who got Mello? Mello on Eli Mitchell. Right. Oh boy. He's supposed to be the primary back, but you see Breece Hall is right up there too. Oh, Eli Mitchell from San Fran. Disregard. Somebody else. Disregard.
It looks like by week 9, week 9 is going to be a bad week for me.
Ooh, there's Kittle.
Bad week for me. I had to go with Kittle. Got it in round 5, so can't complain.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. We got. Look at what we got on the board. What will come back around? What will come back around the board? Now it's so quiet.
Oh, he must have muted. Oh, I was just like, I guess I muted. Who was that?
I muted him.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I've been there, man. I know what that's like. So mine are all grown now, so I don't have to worry about that stuff anymore.
Bottle off the board.
Oh,
yeah, that was it. Bruce came back. He was going for Kittle. Sorry. It was like what was left on the board between wide receiver and running back. It wasn't enough for me to not take Kittle, so that's what I was looking at. Good pick with Dameon Pierce. Good pick. Give me a hand signal if you want to talk, so that we can have that. Just let me know. All right, so we're in round 5. We've got Dameon Pierce has come off the board. We got Jalen Waddle from Miami. That's a good pick. Came off to Marine Raiders. So Dameon Pierce, like I said, I like that one. The last few picks really good. Juju Smith-Schuster down to 23 seconds, going to Sleepy Joe right now. Looking at my team overall, I'm not too disappointed. Cortland Sutton and Deebo Samuel. Like I said, my week 9 is going to suck because everybody's got to buy. Dalvin Cook, Aaron Jones. Had to go with it. So what will I pick next? Will it be quarterback, or will it be another receiver or running back? Justin Herbert's off the board. Lamar Jackson's off the board. We got to run on quarterbacks, people. So that's Allen Robinson's off the board. And now it's over to Tubby with 40 seconds left to go to his pick.
Yeah, man.
What are your needs?
Needs is definitely I don't even know, man. Probably running back, especially with I did like Allen Robinson. That was a good pick there. But let me see. I'm gonna just go here. See what happens. Give me another running back.
Well, you got
running back.
Well, there goes Hurts is off the board to A Will. Hurts off the board to A Will. We got left at quarterback now coming around. Oh, damn. Got a ways to get to me, though. Got a ways to get to me. We'll see if it happens. I know I got my eye on. 25 seconds to go. There goes A.J. Dillon. Backup running back for Green Bay. Could become the lead back. Aaron Jones doesn't produce. There goes DJ Moore.
DJ Moore's it's crazy. He slid down because of his quarterbacks last year, but I think he was the number one guy last year. He's been the number one guy out there in Carolina. So we'll see what happens.
Yep.
We will see. Man, here's where it gets tight. Man,
Yeah,
running backs are so scarce this year, bro. Scarce.
Yeah. It seems like it's taken forever to get back to me. I just want my pick now. I got 5 picks to go. There goes Deontay Johnson off the board at pick 53. It's 6th round. Goodness gracious.
Ooh, that's a good pickup.
Over
I can't even
house.
see that. We got to see.
Very noisy.
We have to see how. We have to see how. We have to see how
off the board.
Oh yeah, that was a. Man, I don't know. I never know what to do with the Rams backfield. Man, I just never know.
Yeah, me either. Yep.
What to do with the Rams
Michael
backfield?
Thomas off the board. Michael Thomas off the board. Another good wide receiver. Is he past his prime, or is he just getting started? I don't know. With their quarterback situation, I worry about the Michael Thomas pick. But talent is definitely talent. So we'll see how that goes. 2 more picks. We got White Rhinos, Marine Raiders. What's gonna happen? Where is it gonna go? Danny's picking next. He's thinking about it. He went with Kyler Murray, another quarterback off the board. Okay. Round number 6. Pretty good. Chase Edmonds, running back of Miami. Thank you, Lord baby Jesus, because I had my eye on Joe Burrow.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, he definitely has
2 rounds, but I was waiting. I was holding out. I had to have my quarterback. Had to have my quarterback. And watching them all go was getting panicky. It was actually, to be honest with you, it was going to be between Burrow or Hurts. So when Hurts came off the board, I was like, I started to get a little bit of an anxiety attack there. So Kyler Murray it was a great pick too, though. So good on you, Danny, for Kyler Murray. That's a good pick. So go either way. So now let's look at this team here. And he doesn't have a bye week on week 9, which is great. So.
Danny, what are your we can't see your roster. What's your needs? You want to bring Danny's roster up, Lee? Right there?
I think I can. Yeah, let's do this.
Man, I probably need some.
There you go.
More receivers, man.
Okay, so you got Kyler Murray, Tyreek Hill, Terry McCollum, McLaurin, Eckler, Pierce, Kelsey. Okay.
Yep.
Let's
look at Birds at this point. He's got Mahomes, Adams, great lineup of wide receiver. Barkley and Montgomery at running back. Pitts at tight end. Nothing wrong with that.
Kyle Pitts is my only one that I'm like, man, I took a reach. I could have went safe with Kittle.
So
I could have went safe with Kittle.
Amon St. Rose.
Yeah, I think Andrews and Kelsey get picked right before me. Kind of was like, oh man. And I just struggled so bad with tight ends last year, man. I just wanted to get a tight end I can play just about every week. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of guys out there. So, yeah, man, if he stays healthy, I think he'll be fine. I don't know what Mariota's history is with the tight end. We'll see. We will see. But he's such a huge talent and such an incredible athlete. In practice, you're going to have to get the playbook to him. You're going to have to design something. Oh, yeah. It's in his second year. He's going to be gone. You know what I mean? Because he is, man, when he was at Florida, man, I knew he was going, bro. I mean, for sure. He was insane at Florida. I mean, he was a wide receiver, a tight end. He was just a big dude out there sunning people.
Yeah. I think the good thing you got going for you, man, is the Falcons are always down, so they're always throwing. So, I mean, I think it's going to work well for you, Bird.
Look at, even Hawkinson was that late. Like, I wouldn't even
You're
mind
on the clock
getting
again already.
Huh?
Yeah, Hawkinson going in the 7th round is a steal.
That's crazy. That's a good pickup, Outcast.
Davis went off.
This may be why Outcast is in the championship so often. He must got good patience or something, because to get Hawkinson that late, no, that's a steal. That's a steal, in my opinion, because he's going to get 10 targets a game.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah,
especially in that office with Goff, he's a safety.
And hell, the Lions is always
there was
playing
DK
from
Metcalf off
behind.
the board to Sleepy Joe, Brandon Cooks to
So
Danny over here. We got Brady's off the board. Yep. So let me look.
Brady,
How many bench players do we have? 6. How many bench players do we have?
16 players total.
8. You got 8.
8 bench players.
7.
Wow.
7.
7. Okay, so 7. 9 more picks ready to go.
And this is I, Lord Vader. Back for another pick. Okay.
Dobbins is gone.
Could go Michael Carter. He is the man out there.
All right, another player down.
Ooh.
Damian Harris, New England running back, pretty good. There goes Jerry Jeudy. That's Sutton's other wide receiver on the opposite side. So somebody else. That's to get Jerry Jeudy in the 7th round is pretty good, because I think they're going to both Sutton and Jeudy will have a good year. That's pretty good for A. Will, a defending champion.
A. Will is here in Colorado with us, so he's very aware of those players.
Oh yeah,
man. He
definitely.
knows.
Exactly, yeah. Russell coming there and changing the whole situation. It's amazing. Edwards-Helaire is gone to A. Will, so it's coming back around, and Tubby is on the clock. 35 seconds. Where is he going to go?
Oh, I can't go there. Okay, I can't go there.
Can't go
I was
where?
going to go Hunter Renfrow, but I can't go Hunter Renfrow. I got Devontae Adams. All right, let's see. Ugh, you know, I'm gonna take a flyer here. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
That's who your needs are. Right now you're looking at your bench right now, so
you know
filled out your starters. Where are you gonna go?
I'm gonna take old man Thielen,
4,
man.
3.
I'm gonna take old
Thielen,
man.
hey, not bad. I was looking at
Thielen.
him. I was looking at him.
They got Rager out there, but man, old man Adam is at least gonna get some red zone touches.
Yep.
We'll see what happens.
I hear you. A lot of good wide receivers to be had out there. That's a good one. That's solid. So good luck.
I picked up one of the most unpredictable offenses ever in Damian Harris with the New England Patriots, but whatever.
Yeah, no. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. This is when you get into these 8th, 9th rounds and where we're trying to make the best kind of sleeper picks. So, yeah, got 2 picks coming back. See, there goes Amari Cooper in Cleveland. Unfortunately, there's nobody to pass to him there right now. There goes Hunter Renfrow off the board. Yeah, Amari Cooper going to Cleveland. I mean, that'd be probably good next year when Deshaun Watson gets back, but I don't know how that's going to work out this year. Another New England running back, Ramondre Stevenson off the board. So there's right after you take Harris, we got the other New England back off the board. Darnell Mooney off the board. That's early. Somebody sees something in that. So Marine Raiders is up. Now, was that Danny that picked him up? Why'd you go with Darnell Mooney? Why would you? Why that pick? I mean, I think he's a great wide receiver. I think that there's a lot of upside. So I was just curious. He was on your radar from the beginning.
A little bit. He was the most targeted receiver on that team, so I figured he'd get a lot more targets. So
makes sense. All right, let's look at my team real quick. Real quick. All right. Well, that's your team. What am I looking at your team for? Yeah, I'm good with this then. We are going to go with, just going to make sure that this is what I want to do. Yeah, I'm going to go with Rashad Bateman. Boom. Let's keep it coming. Happy about that pick. I had him on my kind of sleeper list. So I'm happy with that. When you get somebody on your list, I had Sutton on my list, so not disappointed. Not disappointed. We got to look here because I'm coming up here to pick quick. Bateman's off the board. This is when the everybody uses up their full minute. Everybody's not just ready. I wonder how many people are watching the live stream. Oh, somebody's asking a question. I'll let since Tubby has a lot longer to wait for his pick, I'm gonna let you answer this question, Tubby. So read it out before you answer.
I'm taking Eckler. I'm taking Eckler with that pick. Yeah, as soon as I spoke, I didn't hear it in my headset. I was like, oh, I'm taking Eckler, man, for sure. You know, reason being.
Are you on mute?
No, I'm not on mute. I'm on mute.
Oh, okay, okay. I couldn't hear you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was okay. I'm like,
I'll tell you. I hear you.
No, I did have my
just a little chaotic.
Yeah. No, I'm about to say, are you trying to distract me? I'm about to pick next, but nah, I would take.
No, it's me.
I would take Eckler. I would take Eckler for sure because Jonathan Taylor and Eckler had the same amount of touchdowns last year. So if people love Jonathan Taylor, you know Herbert's going to throw the ball a lot too. So he's going to get a lot of catches when it comes to PPR. No doubt. I'm taking Eckler all day. And I don't even know who is even a threat for Eckler. Like, I don't even know, like, as far as a backup. So he's the solid number one back in fantasy football. Man, that is key. That is key.
All right. So one away for me. We're getting there. We're getting there. 26 seconds. Can you guess what I'm taking there, Tubby? Can you see the screen?
Let me see who you need. But if I'm a betting man,
well, no.
See what you need.
It's my turn.
Yep. All right, I'll let you pick. Probably Miles Sanders.
I'm going to take first defense off the board.
You're going to take the first defense off the board?
No, I'm going to take first defense off the board.
Okay. No, you're not picking the Eagles.
Go grab Buffalo.
I know you're not picking the Eagles.
Not a kicker. I don't need a kicker.
You are not putting your fantasy football hopes
they have a great defense. They're not a bad pick.
The Eagles?
The Eagles defense? I think it's
I'm just teasing you in general because how you feel about it.
I mean, I'm taking Buffalo because they're out there.
Yeah, I feel you.
Oh, that's the only thing. I don't know what they're going to do. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. The last two picks was Bateman and then the Buffalo defense. I just wanted to get them out of the way, and now I can sit back, and now it's all about sleepers. That way no one can vulture Buffalo off me. That was one of my problems last year was that I was doing that defense dance where you just pick a defense that's playing like one of the worst teams in the league. And while that's not a bad thing, it's frustrating because you can't bank on your defense week in, week out. I hate messing with that roster spot. So that's the logic behind taking Buffalo so high. I wanted to make sure I got him. It's a long way until I pick again. So I got him in round 9. I have no regrets. So now I can get back to drafting backups and see where it goes from there. Because right now, looking at what we got going on, we got Burrow, Debo, Cortland Sutton, Dalvin Cook, Aaron Jones, George Kittle, Breece Hall, and Rashard Bateman. I'm pretty happy with my team so far. And Buffalo defense. So we're doing really good. Let's see where we're at on the picks right now. We got Marquise Brown just went up the board. That's a good pick. Gustafo's team, Rashard Penny, a sleeper pick of mine, actually, because really there's no one in Seattle to throw the ball. Rashard Penny's going to be getting a lot of action. So if he stays healthy, that's going to be huge. Antonio Gibson just came off the board from what to Wilmo's World, and now it's back over to Tubby for his pick. That'll be a lot of fun. Okay. So then we got, looking at the last few picks, and he had Brandon Ayuk. That's a pretty good pick. Godwin going. So, yeah. Yeah, when
Go ahead and pick
Mello
that
took
up.
Tony Pollard, that kind of sealed it for me to take the Buffalo defense because that would have been my other pick. 'Cause I think Pollard may out carry this year.
I'm gonna take Michael Carter. Probably don't need to, but I'm gonna take him.
All right,
He's still running back.
You don't need to?
One up there.
you're gonna do it just because you want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting because I got Brees Hall, so we've got opposing Jet running backs.
Yeah.
All right, now back over to our champ A Will for the next 2 picks. That'll be interesting. So we got here, Michael Carter was your last one, and so we're waiting on Will with 2 picks. Close out the 9th round, and you went with Miles Sanders. There you go, off the board. Solid running back pick in the 9th round. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah. And the Eagles throw the ball to our backs too, so he's gonna have plenty of touches. I don't think that's going to be it's going to be a problem for him.
Any other questions out there in the chat for us while we're waiting for our picks? Lord Vader, which is Tubby's got his pick next, but I don't pick for a while. And right now we're just in kind of the last few rounds. We're in round number 10 at the start of it. Pick number 1. So we're having a good time. It's a good draft so far. I'm pretty stoked. All right, so A Will took DeAndre Hopkins in the 10th round with the first pick in the 10th round. That's solid.
Yeah. You know, to be honest with you, I was about to take him. I was about to take
really?
DeAndre Hopkins off the board. He's only gone for about 6 weeks. But when he comes back, I mean, he's still DeAndre Hopkins. So
Yeah, exactly.
take a flyer here. I'm gonna take a flyer and just kind of see what happens. But I think this dude can have I've been pretty good at drafting rookies. I've drafted Justin Jefferson, Patrick Mahomes the first year. I drafted some pretty good guys. So I'm gonna see. This is a reach. I should be picking up Christian Kirk, but I'm gonna take George Pickens, man. I think he can have an explosive year, man. I think
We were talking about him earlier.
I think he's an ultra sleeper, man. He's a bully too. He's an absolute bully. So we will see. I know he's a little injury
I
prone.
think that's a good pick. What did you say,
Yeah, I know he
Gabe?
was a little injury prone, but if he has any good of a season, they had like a head injury or something like that kind of held him back. Or something. I don't know. Anyway,
I hear you.
Rod,
No, I
you
think
probably
it's a good.
know
I
more
think it's
about
a
him
good
than I
sleeper.
do. But you about to pick next, so I ain't gonna hold you. Who are you looking at, Rod, for your next pick, man?
I'm torn between Singletary and the backup to him, Cook. So
Singletary and that Buffalo. Man, Buffalo is like picking New England. It's just like you don't know which back is going to start, which back is going to. Yeah, that's why I'm a little leery about Damian Harris, but we'll see. We will see. That's a good pick. 95th pick, Zach Ertz getting Sleepy Joe picking up Zach Ertz.
Heck yeah.
A hell of a pick, man. I was looking at him too. Yeah, man, that's a good pickup. Good pickup.
It's getting close to me, so I'm trying to figure out who I'm going to go with next. I know I got my eye on.
Devontae Smith.
Yeah, Mr. Williams in the chat said they're going to split carries 50-50. We thinking James Cook and Singletary splitting the 50-50. Yeah, that seems like what they do. I think at least that's what they did last year.
Yeah, that was a good pick. That was actually, if you look at my cheat sheet, that was looking at some sleepers, and that was one of them right there. I think that Singletary is on a decline. I think Cook could take over that job.
Yep.
I think that's a good pick. And it's over to
As
me.
Marine Raiders
And you are correct,
as
sir.
you say, he's on a decline. Pick him up. Click. But nah, I guess you're right though. Singletary has been kind of he's had a lot of opportunities in Buffalo that if he was going to be the man, he would have been the man by now. So Yeah, man.
So
But he's still a solid
I know
versatile
Elijah Moore
player.
and Christian Kirk are up there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
no,
Christian
I'm
Kirk
sorry
can
to
have
hear
it. I mean, he got the big contract. We'll see.
but I'm not going with either of those guys. I'm
He
going
is
to go with
going
Devontae.
Devontae Smith.
I have to go with the Eagles, man. I got to go with the Eagles. Got to show out. I think they're going to have a big year this year. Didn't get AJ Brown, but I'm happy with Devontae. I'll take it. I'm feeling stoked now. Let's go.
Okay. Nah, man, that's a good pickup, man. I mean, the right targets he can have a year. He can have a year as good as anybody else.
If AJ Brown gets all the attention, then it could be Devontae that just goes off. So it could be very much so. All right. San Francisco defense off the board. Second defense. Did anybody see that Justin Tucker's off the board at 93? At pick 93? Our first kicker went off the board. Anybody care?
Let me look over there. I never noticed that.
Yeah, hey, came off at 93.
Almost
no one cares.
Then he left the chat. SSO and then he left the draft. I wonder if the auto kicked in.
Auto pick.
I wonder if auto pick had him listed that high. I don't think auto pick had him listed that high. No way.
Outcast picks up Matt Ryan. Picks up Matty Ice in round 11, first pick. We'll pick 101, Matt Ryan. Very nice.
Pull up Outcast roster if you don't mind. I want to see.
I will in just a second. I got my my next.
Okay, you close. Oh, my bad. You are. Yeah.
All right, here. Let's see here what we got. It's a tough one because I got to go back to the running backs. And you know what? I'm going to take a chance with Melvin Gordon in Denver. I shouldn't do this, but I think with Russell Wilson being there, it could be good for. I don't. Damn it! This is a tough one. I got 26 seconds. I don't like any of these guys, to be quite honest with you. I don't like any of these guys. I tell you who I do like, and it's a sleeper. It's Rachaad White out of Tampa Bay. I'm going to go ahead and take him. I can't take Melvin Gordon. I've had him before, and he's not done anything for me. So, done.
Wow.
It's one of my sleeper picks. I'm totally fine with taking him where I did.
Jeez. Elijah Moore, I knew he was going soon. Man, he was right there on my list.
Who's that?
Elijah Moore. Knew he was going soon. He was on my list.
Oh yeah. He's right there at the top. Before I took Devontae, it was either him. I just don't know what that Jet quarterback situation is going to be like. So I just don't know what their offense is going to be like this year. We'll see. Robert Woods off the board. Aaron Rodgers gone.
Okay. I was looking at Rodgers too. I had him right on my screen. Like, maybe I can go Rodgers. No. Apparently not. Right, who do I need? What am I doing? I'm running back.
Just looking at everything that we've got out there, it's kind of tough. Because now all I'm doing is just looking for bench, and I'm trying to nail these sleeper picks, and we'll see what happens. It's tough. Trying to go deep. Let me let's see at my team here. Got 9 seconds left. Let's see what we got. We got Rodgers still on the board. Pick 106. Now Chase Claypool's off the board. That's a good pick. Claypool.
Yeah.
And then it's over to you, Tubby.
Yes, sir. We'll go ahead and see if Christian Kirk can do something. And Jacksonville with that new contract, all that money that they're paying them. and let's see. Oh man. I just think oh boy, got Chris Olave up there, Drake London. I'm going to go with the old man himself. Nope. I'm gonna take a flyer. It's late. No, should I go? Let me see. I got time. I got 20 seconds.
Yes, you do.
Let me see. You know what?
This is the tough part.
It is, man. You know what? I'm just going to take the old man, Julio Jones himself. I'm gonna see what he does with Brady. I mean, it's a flyer, but they have such a loaded wide receiving core. I wouldn't need him right now, but I'm just going to pick him up and just to see what happens.
At this point in the game, it's not a bad pickup at all. Not a bad pickup at all. I think that's solid for this where we're at.
Yeah, the waiver wire going to be crazy, man. There's still a lot of good players out there. A lot of real draftable players, man. How many rounds we have? We got 4 rounds left.
All right, it's getting there. I'm looking at what I got left on the board for wide receiver. It's tough. There's some value to be had. I got my eye on a couple of players, but we'll have to see how this works out as far as the receiver goes. You took my Pickens pick. That was one of the sleepers. You took him a lot earlier than I thought he was going to go. But I'll have to see. You said we got 4 rounds left, right? So 4 picks left.
We're in round 12 out of 16.
All right. So I still got to get that kicker at the end. So really, I got 3 picks. All right, so here we go. It's dropping. Let's see who just went. Kareem Hunt just went. Gordon just went. You can have him. Chris Olave went. That was a good pick.
That's who I was going to pick, man. When I
Valdez,
was looking at Julio Jones, I was like, man, just
Henderson.
get Olave. Just get Olave. But I don't really know the situation down there with the Saints. I don't know how healthy Jameson is. I just don't know, man. So much uncertainty with a lot of these teams. But
I'll take London. I know he's
we
talked about him earlier. He's hurt, but
yeah, that's a good pickup, man.
If anybody's out, he's worth a flyer. He's worth a flyer. Good pick. Just need something solid. These are the last few, so let's do it.
Right.
All right, 2 picks until my turn. Who we got left out there? Gosh, going fast now. Oops, damn it, didn't mean to do that.
Oh, McPherson, that's a good pickup. Evan McPherson from Cincinnati. Weather can be a little rough there in the outdoor stadium there, but on the little river, but he's still a solid kicker for sure.
Stafford just went off the board.
Stafford, Mello with the Stafford pickup.
44 seconds. Nothing there. Any backup tight ends that look good? Not really. All right, let's go with. Let's look at these backs here. See if there's anybody out here that looks. One of these 2 guys, I'll take a flyer. I got Nyheim Hines, Walker. You know what? I will take one of these 2 guys.
Isaiah Pacheco. Really? I'm not even familiar with him.
Yeah.
Really?
Just on the sleeper list. He's on a lot of sleeper lists. I could give you some of the other ones I got on here too, because it's running down to the end. But yeah, he's on a few of the sleeper lists. Hey, it's really just somebody to put on the bench and see what happens. He's got a shot if Edwards-Helaire, goes down or something like that. They're we'll see what happens. All right, so I need to look at my bye weeks here real quick.
Man, that's picks coming right up on me. That's a good pickup, man, at Alexander Madison, because Cook can go either way. He can get injured, miss about 4 or 5 games a year, and he can definitely pop in there for about 4 or 5 games and get some points. Man, he's kind of like the Kareem Hunt to Nick Chubb out there. He's definitely a solid back, man. I thought the Eagles were going to trade for him or Hunt in the offseason, trying to get Madison. So they must have knew.
There was a lot of rumors about it. It just didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're looking at right now, we are coming up to the end of round 13, getting into round 14. So 3 more picks after this round. All right.
You know what? You know what? I think he could have a hell of a breakout here. Oh, I am heavy on receivers. I am too heavy on receivers, actually. Yeah, I'm too heavy.
All right. Coming down 10 seconds for you. Who are you going to take?
Pick up New England normally have a solid defense, man. So we'll see.
I don't see anything of value outside of receiver and running back.
You
That's
know
hard.
what? I'm gonna take a flyer on him. I think he can have a hell of a year out there. I'm gonna take him. I think Devontae Parker in New England, man. Him coming from Miami. He had some really solid games last year, Devontae Parker. So I'm gonna see what happens. Let's see what happens out there in New England. I got too many wide receivers. I don't like it. But
yeah, I got 5 each right now. Five wides, 5 running backs. I'm good with that.
Yeah,
and like I said, Pacheco was just a 4 real running backs. So, I'm just looking to see if there's anything else out there. I see maybe one other one that I want to take a flyer on, but it doesn't really matter. I don't see anybody on this list that inspires any great confidence. So we'll have to see. It's almost back through. I think at this time you should be able to make up your mind and get your pick in pretty quickly.
Yeah, man. This is
already around.
Before you know it, this
there's
draft.
Tony. There we go, Steve.
Before you know it, this draft is going to be over.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last couple of rounds should go fairly quickly. All right, Tyler Bass, kickers flying off the board now, like it matters. I had it in my mind perfectly what I wanted. Now I can't even think about it. Let's just look and see what kickers are left since everybody's taking them. We got Butker's always solid. Gay, Joseph, Gold, Folk, Prater. We got Elliott. Does Elliott rack up the kicks this year? I'm going to go Butker. Or I could go Gay. Let's see here. They play inside the dome. I'm going to go with Matt Gay. All right. Coming down to 15 and 16. Kicker out of the way. I'm really looking at my team going, what else is out there? So just 2 picks. Let's go.
Forgot Corey Davis was out there in New York. He's such a sleeper. Not sleeper, but he was a real solid receiver with the Titans for a couple years, man. For a while. Kind of A.J. Brown and them kind of ran him up out of there. Now A.J. Brown's gone. That's crazy. Solid receiver. Jarvis Landry still on the board. That's crazy too. Okay. Jahan Dotson. Huh. He should have a big role with Washington this year out of Penn State. Sammy Watkins at Green Bay. Huh. DJ Chark. That's a good pickup, Outcast. DJ Chark that late. Man. Especially with Jameson Williams being out for a while and not really going to be on the field until about December. That's a good pickup, man. Chark is coming back from that injury, but I think he'll bounce back really, really well. Ooh. Grogu himself, himself, Boston Scott off the board.
And you know why I picked up Scott, right? Is because Sanders isn't 100% durable, and they didn't go out and get anybody other than
Sermon.
Picking up Sermon from San Francisco. Yeah, and that's not going to be a starter. He's second in line, and as much time, yeah. And Boston's put up some numbers, so I figured at this round, why not?
When they get him going, we have
one more.
He's a solid back for sure.
I mean, out of what was out there, I mean, they had Gainwell ranked over, which is just silly. In this league, you got to really filter your way here because I had my own list. Let me see let me see who else is out there that's on my list here. Let's finish this out. We've got just a little bit left in the 15th round, and then just the 16th round to go. This is like the sleepy part. So you took Pickens. I got Pacheco up there. Did Dobbs get taken?
Burke's gone. He read my mind. Man, I can't stare at a player too long because they just get picked. As soon as I stare at them, just a little too long.
He was drafted. Okay. He's gone.
I'm going to take a flyer. And
gone.
I'm going to take a flyer because if he's healthy, he should be a real good back because he is a real good back. That is Kenneth Walker III out of Michigan State. Hell of a back. Mm-hmm. If he gets healthy, that's a hell of a back. So now I have to pick a kicker. Ugh.
Yeah, that's what I said. I got mine out of the way just because there was a run on kickers, and it's like I didn't want to get the bottom of the barrel, but I mean, whatever. It is what it is.
Mac Jones.
I only picked Gay up because the Rams score a lot of points.
Mm-hmm.
Who went? Oh, yeah. Are you looking at quarterbers?
No, I was just saying who I have to pick up a kicker. I literally have to pick up a kicker.
Well, that's the majority at this round, so I think there'll be a lot of kickers off the board.
I have no choice. So let's go. I'm going with the nutcase himself. Should I go Rodrigo Blankenship? He's a beast. He's a nutcase, though. Let me see. I'm gonna go with young Jake the Snake Elliott.
Yeah. Is that your only Eagle? Do you have any other Eagles on your team? I have like 3 Eagles
negative
on my team.
Because it makes me watch the game
in Boston.
That's why I don't bet on the Eagles, and I don't like to have them on fantasy roster because I just like to watch them pure when I watch them. I just want to watch them pure.
Right.
I don't want my brain to go just throw the ball to Devontae Smith when he's not even open, but I want fantasy points and my team down 42-0. But he got 6 catches for me though. Nah, man, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. It's too nerve-wracking. So I just stay away from him, man. But the kicker,
I hear you.
I'm always going to hope for every kick to go in. That's not selfish.
All right. You make your point. You make a good point.
Yeah.
Wilmo World taking a long time for just unless he lost connection. There we go.
James Robinson.
There we go. There's Indianapolis defense. Oh, let's get this going.
Could be a stupid steal if Travis Etienne doesn't really show up.
Right. Yeah, that's a good pick. I didn't even have him on my radar. Probably because Jacksonville just sucks. Did I have him on my list? I did. I had him on the sheet, and I didn't even because I only put down Robinson. I was just glossing over people. Oh well, such is life. He was high up on my sleeper list too, and I just totally spaced on
Yeah.
him.
Okay.
I had him and Allgaier and that Pacheco, and I got Pacheco, so I'll take it. And again, it's just a flyer. It is what it is. If it, you know, you just stash them, and if anything happens, you got them. If not, they drop them so you can pick up a backup tight end or quarterback for your week there on a bye. I think we all know how this game is played. I mean, if I never I never draft a backup quarterback or tight end, kicker, defense. That's what my bench players are for. If they're not performing, I'll just drop them to get my backup for that week. It doesn't. It's a waste otherwise. There goes another kicker off the board. Comes Danny with his last pick, and he got Young Hoo Koo, another kicker.
He's
all
a
the
solid
kickers
kicker
going in
too,
the final round. He is, and he's in a dome. I always like those ones indoors. That's why I said this was between Butker and Gay. I went with the guy indoors.
That was part of the reason why I wanted to get Blankenship, because he's in the dome and he can, when he's on, but he can be a nutcase where he's completely off.
Yep.
But whatever. That could be any player. All right, man. We're coming down to the last few picks. We at the 157th pick.
Yep.
In the sixth
Waiting
season
on Marine Raiders
baller brand draft. Marine Raiders on the clock.
After this is over, we'll do a quick rundown of our teams, and then we'll get out of here. My turn is next. If he will just make a pick. Devin Duvernay, Baltimore wide receiver. And I'm going to finish mine out by going with Rondale Moore. I had that just on my final list. Another one of my hopefuls. And this is it. Last pick of the draft. Raheem Mostert just went to Melo's team. That's a decent pick, especially at round 16.
Oh, yeah. That Miami backfield is loaded.
Oh, yeah.
All right, man.
There we go.
And with the last pick in the draft, Outcast select. Who did he select?
Jamal Williams.
Oh, it hasn't popped up for me yet for some crazy reason.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it just showed on the draft results. Jamal Williams, pick 160. So there we have it. So let's take a quick look at each one of our teams. I'll start with mine. So we got, let's see here. Got Joe Burrow at quarterback. Not too bad, not too shabby. Got Deebo Samuel wide receiver, Cortland Sutton at the other wide receiver spot. They both have the same bye week at 9, but that's okay because I got tons of wide receivers. Running backs, Dalvin Cook, Aaron Jones. That was a tough third pick, to be honest with you, between Dalvin Cook, Eckler. I probably should have gone Eckler or Henry, but whatever. Jones, Kittle, Breece Hall, who I'm very, very excited about at New York Jets. Rashad Bateman, Devontae Smith, Rashad White, Drake London. I'm happy with all those. Isaiah Pacheco is another sleeper. Rondale Moore. Kicker Metcalf. Defense is Buffalo. I'm pretty stoked with that. Let's look at Danny's real quick here. So, Danny, you got Kyler Murray as your quarterback. Solid. Tyreek Hill, Terry McLaurin at your starting wide receivers. Eckler and Pierce, solid running back. Kelsey, tight end, always point getter. And Cooks is your flex right now, but you got a deep bench. Mooney, Ayuk, James Cook, Robert Woods, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Madison Cousins, Young Hoku, and Dallas defense. How you feel about your draft, Danny?
I feel like it's middle of the pack talent, just like with my draft position. But I'm happy.
Yeah, pretty good. Eckler might get you something good. So I passed on him, so we'll see where that goes. All right, and Tubby, break down your draft pick, your draft team.
Yeah, man. So I have, the one and only Mr. Patty Mahomes himself. Better believe I'm going to get him every year if he's up there long enough. I'm just not Pat, because he's one of those quarterbacks you just set it and forget it, man. That's what I wanted to do with like my first couple picks. That was kind of my concept with the draft. Just like obviously they're top 3 rounds, so you want them to start all the time, but like really solid dudes. And Mahomes, one of them quarterbacks that you never want to bench in fear of what he can do out there. So that's why I always get him. Devontae Adams speaks for himself. A great quarterback. He's in the dome now. He don't have to deal with that cold Green Bay weather out there. And DJ Moore, man, I don't see why he shouldn't show out with Baker Mayfield. Saquon could be a good bounce back year. You know, Saquon's have a little chip on his shoulder. I think people forgot about him, man. So, yeah, man, the rest of my guys is kind of I hope they have good seasons, man. I hope Jordan Pickens, Christian Kirk on that big ass contract. You know what I'm saying? And Kenneth Walker, who was a Doak Walker award winner in college, hell of a running back out of Michigan State, man. If he's healthy and he's the lead back out there in Seattle, y'all gonna have a problem this year with Lord Vader. Let's go. About to get my first championship. Year 6.
Hey.
I mean, year 6.
So check this out. Check this out, Bird.
Mm-hmm.
We face each other in the week 1.
Yeah.
And it's Kyler Murray versus Patty Mahomes. Week 1.
I see that. I'm looking at it right at the top right now, too.
Oh, man.
They have you projected to win as 142.79 for Lord Vader versus 145.36 for White Rhinos, man. But that's kind of like that Yahoo draft grade. You can't believe that. You can't believe that.
That is
You
correct.
can't believe that. Patty Mahomes going to show
I always
first
get
week
a
of the
C.
season. Patty Mahomes going to show first week of the season. Tyreek who? Yeah, Tyreek going out there talking about some Tua better than me? Better than who? Who? MVP of the league, Super Bowl MVP, and you talking about Tua? Tua is like talking about practice. That's what talking about Tua compared to Mahomes, man. So I'm excited about my team, man. I really hope George Pickens shows his tail, man. Man, that's my biggest sleeper, George. Because you know when you got players that have that like that swag, he's an asshole. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a player, like he's he going to tussle the cornerback, throw him down, try to humiliate you. He one of those type of players, real aggressive, very sure of his talent, for sure. So, man, I'm telling you, he's in that Pittsburgh environment that I think just embodies his swag, man. He's a beast, man. I'm really happy about George Pickens, man. That's probably I'm a little lengthy on my draft, but that's probably my biggest pickup, man, that I think could turn out to be a Justin Jefferson type move, man. I really do. I think he should be the lead receiver come the end of the year in Pittsburgh. He's just that talented. You can put the ball anywhere, go up and get it, cross, it don't matter. So, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
The truth of the matter, it really just comes down to we don't really know until they start playing the games. Who's going to do what? I mean, any one of our backs could go out week 1, any of the top tier backs, and then you're just screwed. Like, who was it that someone drafted McCaffrey first round last year and just gone? It's just you're just done. So you think you after you draft, you're feeling good about yourself until week 1 and you lose to top of your guys. So yeah, I mean, we'll just see what happens, how games roll out, and just hope that we make the right moves. So yeah, it's a good time. I had a good time, good draft, probably one of the better drafts I've had. We'll see where it goes from here. I'm not too disappointed.
We got to do this in Vegas one time, y'all.
Yeah. I can't hear you, Tub.
You definitely been pushing for that Vegas trip, man. Yeah. Yeah. Now it would be dope, man. Just to
like
rent out a little section of not rent it out, but try to get down there at one of the little sports bars with all the TVs, get a little couple tables, just do your draft, man. That would be dope. That would be dope. But Vegas is getting expensive. I was just there a few months ago. Vegas is they want all their pandemic money back. Plus interest. They want all of it back. ASAP. It's normally expensive there, but yeah, man, the rooms are head buster. Normally Vegas we'll get you down there. We're not going to bust you upside your head with the room because we're going to get you on the back end with everything else.
Mm-hmm.
No, they want them front end, back end, everything in between, for sure. So, but it's all good. Still had a good time with my bro. He was down at Dreas, popping bottles. French Montana, my birthday. Yeah, it was a good time. But yeah, man, we do have to get down there for a Vegas draft. That'd be crazy. Maybe it'd be like year 10 or something. Like, come on, it's 10th year. I also want to get a trophy. It's one of my main things I've been slipping on, man. Is just getting a trophy. My only thing is how I'm going to is the who's going to pay for the shipping. You know, like when we pass it around each year, like does the winner pay for the shipping? But you have to send it to me. You have to send it to me so I can get the plate put on it. Yeah. So but you have to send it back to me so I can put the because I'm getting like the one I want is like a perpetual trophy where it has a like I think it's like 20 something plates on it, empty plates.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the 5 that I've already won it on there. You know, kind of like the Stanley Cup type, and just keep etching our names every year. But it's like they have to send it back to me every year to get the new plates done. That's the only thing, the logistics when it comes to the trophy. That's it. Just because now you spending $100 to send it to you where you're at. Like that's crazy. You feel me? Like that. It was just that part right there. Like that's it. Like you win the money, but then 150 of it going to shipping and handling. Like
I like what he said. I like how he said last place should pay for it for the show.
Oh, that'd be crazy, yo. You know what? Man, but I guess you got to have somebody that's going to agree to it. This is a solid league, man. But that would be dope if that is your punishment. You have to pay for the shipping, or you have to pay for at least the engravement of the champions.
There you go.
Most leagues have that like last place, type of hazing or whatever you have, whatever it is, like whatever they call it, man. They always have that last place thing too. So
there could be worse punishments out there. That's for dang sure. So
yeah.
Money is a lot easier than having to walk around in just naked, but with like tar and feathers on and walk up and down the streets or some goofy like that. Well, what was the one guy where they just picked out the one that was on TikTok? They just picked out a random city. And then he had to go there on vacation by himself. It was great. And he had to meet like 20 people. So he documented it. And they sent him to like some random town in Wisconsin where he didn't know anybody. So he spent like 10 days in Wisconsin.
That's wild, man.
It was great. It was good.
Hell
he documented it on TikTok. It was hilarious. He's like, this is my punishment. Okay. But anyway, we should get out of here. It was a great draft. Thanks, Danny, for joining us. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you stopping by, man. That was dope, man.
Yeah, man.
All the way, or Danny or Rod.
That's fine, man. That's fine. I appreciate the invite, fellas.
All right, sounds good. We're going to get out of here. Our next broadcast will be coming up next week. We haven't decided whether we're going to do Wednesday or Thursday. I'm thinking we're going to do Thursdays for the pregame this year to discuss the Lions and the Eagles' Week 1 opponent. So be here for that broadcast. We look forward to it. Thank you for everybody who joined us tonight. Thanks for everyone who contributed in the chat. Well, we got a couple left over because Bruce had a few things. We're going to let him say his final words. He said he's still down for the belt for the fantasy football. He also said it is what it is, and then don't come in last. That's the whole point. Don't come in last, and you won't have to worry about anything like that.
And
so
that
join
is
us for those
to not come in last too, huh? Like, damn, I come in last. The shit, the trophy.
Exactly.
Like you have to. Maybe the trophy goes to the last place person, and they get the engraving, and they have to do all of administrative and logistics that comes with it.
If everybody agrees to it, you put it out to a vote. Everybody agrees to it, you go ahead and do it. So, yep. So thanks everyone for being here tonight. Like I said, we had a really active chat, and we really appreciate that. So join us each and every week here on the Where Eagles Dare podcast. With Lee and Tubby, you can find us on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. We're also on all your podcast providers, Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podcaster, Castro. So look us up there. Subscribe, and you'll get notified every time we go live or do a podcast. So we look forward to having everybody back here, and I look forward to see you guys coming up soon. I'm going to turn it over to Tubby for his final words before we get out of here.
As always, appreciate Rod again. Appreciate you stopping by. Check us out. Should be a fun season. Twitch, Facebook, and Instagram. Well, we're going to get our Instagram up. But as always, signing out. As always, man, fly, Eagles, fly.
And go Birds. See you again next week, guys.